Make sure my computer.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to our Monday webinar. Here we have Angela Rodriguez, and she's going to give us some tech tips, and we're going to talk about products and how to use them. Hi, Angela, welcome.
Thank you, Cynthia. Hello, everybody. Thank you, those of you who are able to join us today and live, which I'm excited about. Hopefully we see a few more people popping in live to our Zoom today. We are going to talk about lots of fun things to motivate your business to wrap up the month of January and start thinking ahead to the month of February. So on our agenda for Product Spotlight, we're going to talk about the Summer Flowers Blend. For our business tools, we'll talk about the product sales history report and how to use that to follow up with our customers who have purchased through our business in the year 2022 and how to make the most of that follow-up with them. For tech tips, we'll be talking about links and stickers and stories to make sure that that's really clear for everyone. I know we've been talking about links a lot just because today's consumer needs a lot of one-click access. So we're going to keep working on that and making sure that we're giving them access to our website and make it really, really easy for them. Then we'll finish up with our call to action and some important dates and reminders for wrapping up this month. So our, let's see, I know we have a couple people here in the chat or in the Zoom chat. Go ahead and say hi in the chat, those of you who are here with us live, and we'll get going. Okay, so let's see. Today for our product spotlight, we are going to talk about a brand new blend that is really great for our customers who are starting this new year with joy, relaxation, fun, this sense of freedom, and the Summer Flowers blend is perfect for those people. So Summer Flowers is designed to give us that sense of joy and freedom. The aroma is floral, sweet, and citrus. If you have customers who love florals, this is a great fit. But it's also one of the 3 new floral blends. This is what I recommend to my customers who are hesitant about floral blends, because it's a really delicate, like gentle, sweet aroma. So it's not overpowering. I absolutely love this one, and it blends really well with other oils if they're interested in that as well. So when we're using the Summer Flowers blend, this is going to give us feelings of optimism. It's going to ease our worries, evoke joy, give us those positive thoughts, right? This blend works really well for kind of that mood lifting aspect that a lot of us need this time of year. The ingredients in this one are sweet orange and ylang ylang, basil, and then 2 different types of jasmine. So jasmine is definitely the standout floral aroma. Those of you who already own jasmine and are used to that aroma, that is definitely a standout aroma, but it's not as strong of a floral aroma because it's blended in with these other herbal and citrus oils. And, and remember that when we're talking about this oil, since it is a blend, our customers can use this kind of like their daily perfume if they would like, by just taking a small drop and applying it behind their ears, for example. Since this is a blend, it can be used in small amounts directly on the skin. There's already a little bit of carrier worked in with this blend in order to blend those oils. So feel free to market it that way, of like, it's just a quick, like you take your 1 drop, you apply it behind your ears or on the nape of your neck, and it's kind of like your perfume for the day, right? And it smells so good. Now, and when you have customers who want to make it a little bit more citrusy, right? This already has orange in it, so you definitely will notice that in the blend itself. But if you have customers who would prefer a blend that's a little bit more citrus and less floral, but they still want the emotional benefits of this, remember that we talked about that quick tip of how to help people adapt their nose to floral aromas. A lot of us are like, I really want to love florals, but my nose is not ready for it yet. And so a really easy way to do that is have them blend their floral aromas or even their floral blend with a little bit of extra citrus. So we start off by having them in their diffuser, or if they're using their aroma blends, do 2 drops citrus to 1 drop floral, or 1 drop Summer Flowers, if that works. Then have them, as their nose gets adapted to that, then have them move to 1 drop citrus, 1 drop floral, or 1 part citrus, 1 part floral. And then their nose should be ready after that phase to be able to just use the floral aroma alone. So it is a process for a lot of us. And so that can be really helpful to just get their nose ready, because I have aromas that now I love, but it took my nose like up to a month to get used to them. And now I get to enjoy their benefits, and I have a really positive neurological response to them. So, so just remember that you will have some customers who really love florals and are ready to buy the blends right away, but you'll also have some that might want to do this citrus trick. And one that I find blends really well with summer flowers is bergamot. And I like that they also have this, we're always blending with their effects in mind, right? So we're thinking bergamot is uplifting. It helps give us that positive energy, those positive thoughts, just like the summer flowers blend is meant to do. So if I were to use this, I do this in my diffuser. Between the two of these, I would use whatever stage of this phase I'm in. I would blend them about 5 to 7 drops of total oil into 100 mils water in my diffuser. If you have someone who's brand new to essential oils, they might want to do less than that. It might feel too strong. Otherwise, if I'm going to do this like with my aroma blends, for example, now we have rules for this, right? We want to make sure we're using our oils in correct dilutions, especially when we have a pure oil like bergamot in our mix. So what I will do is I will consider about 1 pump of my aroma blends lotion to 1 drop of oil is usually a good amount to start with. So if someone's incorporating this into their morning routine, for example, and they're going to do 2 drops citrus to 1 drop summer flowers, have them do 3 pumps of their body oil or body lotion, 2 drops bergamot, 1 drop summer flowers, and then apply that, right? So we want to make sure that we're giving them specific, easy to follow instructions. If per drop per pump is easier than tablespoons and half teaspoons and things like that, that can be helpful. So, so remember to always use our charts and give them helpful information, but sometimes it's helpful if we can simplify that and give them a really easy routine to follow as well. So I would love to see in the chat, I think chat is enabled. I would love to see your reactions. Those of you who already have summer flowers, have you used it by itself? Have you blended it with other citrus oils or other oils? Do you diffuse it? Do you use it with aroma blends? How have you been using it so far? And how does it make you feel? Oh, I feel happy already. I need it in Wisconsin winter. I know I always talk about that, but man, we need the mood lifters when we don't have a lot of sunshine and warm weather around here. So, and as you're writing in the chat, I'm just going to remind you how to get a direct link to summer flowers to share with your customers. So since this is a newer product, when you go onto your personal website, you're going to want to click your shop button to go to the shopping website where we have current promotions and the newest products, right? So click on your shop option on your personal website, search summer flowers, and then grab the URL that goes with that website, right? So just grab the URL to copy it and paste it. Now, that URL is quite long when we take it from the shopping website. So you'll probably want to shorten it like we talked about last week by taking that long link and creating a new short link in Bitly. Then you get this cute little link, the cute little Bitly link that you can share on your social media and via text, etc. That is really nice and neat and still takes them to the same place. Okay, that is our product spotlight for this week. Please let us know if any questions or comments on summer flowers. This is one of my favorites. I think it's such a gentle, wonderful aroma and really has that uplifting, mood enhancing quality. Okay, so today we also want to talk about some business tools for how can we not only wrap up our month of January, start planning for February, and just kind of boost our sales all throughout this next year of 2023. And one thing that we can do is by using our product sales history report to see what people have purchased in the past. That helps us follow up with refills, extra tips, etc., based on the products that they've already purchased. So let us know in the chat if you've already used this before or if you never have used this before. It's helpful for me to know if this is new information. So when we go into our virtual office, we have a whole list of reports that we can check, right? We often use this to keep track of our team stats, our own stats, jumpstart status for new consultants, etc. But sometimes people forget that we have this product sales history option here. When we open this up, we are able to use some different search options to get a list of all of the products that we've sold from our website in whatever period of time we would like. So what we recommend right now, since we're starting 2023, we want to make sure that we are getting organized and ready to go. Go into this product sales history report in your virtual office. It's easier to see on a desktop than it is on a phone because it's kind of a wide wide angle of information, right? And when you go up here to the period, if you want to check for the whole year of 2022, just put your start date as the 1st of January of 2022, your end date, the 31st of December, 2022, get the whole calendar year in there. You can choose how you want to sort it. Some of you might just want a list of all the products. You might want to choose to sort it by date so that you see what did they buy in January last year, etc. And then just make sure that you also click on this little blue box that says include non-spa retail orders, because if you don't, you're only going to get spa orders, right? You want to get the information from orders that people have placed just on your regular website as well. And then click generate to generate this report. Now, what will happen is it will give you this big long list. Oh, and it's so gratifying to see that big long list of products that you've been able to share with people that year. So you'll get this big long list of products. And what do we do with that? Okay, so we see, okay, what products have I sold the most in 22, etc. But to really make the most of this list, you're going to click on this little plus button. Okay, the little plus next to any item is going to give you like a drop down. So it's going to drop down with information about who are the specific customers that bought those products. This is why we want to encourage our customers to always create an account on our website, because then we get their specific information linked to the specific products that they've bought. And it's easier for us to follow up and check in with them later. So you'll notice I have one on here that was guest checkout, someone who did not create an account. That's really not helpful information for me in terms of follow-up. Right. So here I just made a screenshot, and I'm trying to protect my own customers' privacy, right, with their name and their phone number and their email address. But you will see your real customer name, the date that they ordered the product last, their phone number and their email, which makes it really easy to contact them. Right. So I have that list. Now, there's a really cool trick on here that a lot of us don't know about. I didn't know about it until like a week ago. So I'm really glad that I know this now. When we want to do some quick follow-up, this is great for those of you who have a lot of customers to follow up with in a short period of time. All you do is you go to this drop down for the product, you click on this little checkbox with the blue, you see where my little blue check mark is? Click on that checkbox next to that customer's name, and then go over and click on their customer email. Okay, what was their customer email that they had registered with when they signed up? When you click on that, you're going to get a little pop-up that looks like this. Okay, this little pop-up is going to come up, and it's going to be able to send an email. Okay, an email to whatever customers you've selected. Make sure you select the correct ones that you want to send an email to. You can update the subject. And what we're doing is we just get this template made that says our records indicate that you purchased this product on this, purchased this product and you might be running low. If you need a refill, just click on this link to place an order. And what's beautiful about this, they click on this little blue link and it takes them to that exact product that they bought on your website with you registered as their consultant, and then they can just put it in their cart and check out. How easy is that, right? And if you're one of those people who hates working with links, because I know a lot of people are like, links are overwhelming to me, it's already done for you. Tell me in the chat if this is a beautiful thing for you. And the nice thing is I also recommend, like this template is maybe a little bit formal sounding, so you can update it a little bit, but you already have a basis to start with and you just personalize it for the person you're sending it to. Does that make sense? So play around with this today. Go to, maybe your January stats from last year, or maybe go to products that are on sale right now. You're trying to close out January strong, take the most advantage of these great sales that we have right now. Look up those specific items and let people know, hey, it's on sale ending tomorrow. If you need a refill, now's the time to get it, and give yourself that nice little boost in your personal sales for the end of the month. I'd love to hear from you in the chat if you've used this already, or if you think you will use this moving forward. Okay, and just a reminder that, and we'll go through the steps one more time, we're going to reports, opening up our product sales history, putting in the dates that we would like to search, make sure we click non-spa retail orders and generate this. And we always have to click on the little plus sign in order to see the actual guests who have bought it. Okay. All right, so hopefully that is helpful for you. Definitely play around with that to end your month strong and check in with your customers. Now, as we're using this, just a few best practices for customer contact and follow-up, right? So as we want to make sure that we are always providing great customer service to people who order through us, because that is what brings them back. Yes, we want them to be satisfied with their experience with Yoast, whether it's their first time or their 50th time. And we want them to use their products correctly. We don't want them to put them away in a closet or a drawer and forget about them. Like, this is money spent that we want to make sure that they get a really good result from them. So by doing some follow-up or reminding them, hey, have you tried your products? Remember to put them in a place where you see them and use them, and give them some extra tips. So get organized, grab a piece of paper or a spreadsheet or whatever works for you. Open up that sales history report. Choose what your focus area is. Are you going to follow up with people who have bought products that are on sale this month? Are you going to follow up with people who purchased from you last year in January, et cetera? And organize your chart as needed. Maybe grab your customer list. You can get that from your customer or the contacts tab in your virtual office, or you might have it on a paper list somewhere. You might have that in a group in Facebook, et cetera. Get a customer list together. It can be people who have purchased from you from a spa, who are in your VIP kind of area in a Facebook group, et cetera. So make a list. Who are your customers that you need to make contact with? And then give them some personalized contact via their preferred method. So you might have some people who want you to call them on the phone. I have some of my best customers want me to call them on the phone, and they want me to do everything for them. That's fine. And we talk about our life, so it's always like a 1 hour long phone call, and I love that. And you might have people who just prefer a quick message in Messenger. They might want a text message. They might want an email. So it's really important to know your customers well and talk to them in their preferred contact method. And then remember that you don't just have to share, like, hey, you might be out of lavender, so buy it now, right? Like, you can provide a variety of follow-up and feedback to them so that they keep making the most of their products. So you might want to send reorder reminders. Like, I think based on our product yield chart, they probably are running out of their lavender essential oil by now if they're using that regularly. So I'm going to give them their reorder reminder. This is especially like skincare, right? Every 3 months, they'll probably need to reorder their Vital Use skincare. You can also, I screenshot and share the manual pages from my personal website, like where you go to your personal website, you search a product and it says download file on the bottom of it. I take those and screenshot and send those manual pages to my customers so that they have really complete information about what it is, why it works, how to use it safely, etc. Sometimes I'll say, like, oh, they have this product, I'm going to send them a new tip of another way to use it, right? They already have summer flowers. I'm going to show them how to mix it with bergamot too, to mix things up and get a different aroma in their home. Maybe related products. They already have the micro peeling cream. I'm going to talk about the intensive renewal mask and how those work really well together. Or the sales, right? Like, sales is one that a lot of us are comfortable with, but you don't want to just be throwing sales at them all the time. So try to vary your follow-up methods with them, so that you're always like a person who's really valuable to them, giving them valuable information that helps them make the most of their used products in their self-care routine, their personal care routine, etc. Okay, so make a little note. What are some things you want to do today to get organized and have great customer follow-up to end your month and start February off strong? Okay, and then that brings us to our tech tips. Like we said, we want to make things really easy for our customers. We want to give them great feedback, great personal follow-up, but we also, when we're reaching out in the more public sphere, like on our social media, it's important to have direct links to our products so that people can, if they are interested in what we're sharing, we have great content that's hooking them in based on their needs, and they see, like, wow, I really want to try that. You want them to be able to click in that moment and get to the product right away. So one of those really important ways to do that is to have our social media set up where we have a business page in Facebook and Instagram. We have their link to our personal accounts, so we can toggle in between them easily. We have a page name related to our mission with Yoast. We have a profile picture that looks professional. It's not just a selfie with our dog in the background, right? We have a biography, a bio in our social media with key information about what kind of service we provide and a link to our website or our link tree. We have Facebook and Instagram linked together so that when we post on one, we post an Instagram story, it posts to our Facebook story as well. Make sure we have all of those basics set up. If you have questions, find me in the Yoast Consultant community and check in. I'm happy to help. Or you can also look in the weekly updates and go through the training that we already have posted on YouTube, etc. Okay, so one of those really easy tips that we can do with our social media to get interaction from our customers is by using stickers. These work the best from Instagram. We have more options in Instagram, but when you're posting a story, okay, when you're posting a story in Instagram or Facebook, you always have this option of this little sticker option that pops up with this menu, and you can choose different interactive kind of their stickers that people can click on as they see your story. So sometimes it might be like a poll, right? What do you need more this winter, Eukosol or Thyme? You've explained what each of them does in different stages of your story. This pops up and they can interact with it. That kind of helps them make a decision in their mind of like, oh, I think I would use Eukosol a lot in the winter. And then you can go in as the person who posted that poll and see the poll results. You can also just add in fun stickers where they say like, oh yeah, I really love this, right? Or you can post things like links or comments or questions, etc., that get them interacting as much as possible. It just helps their brain kind of engage more with the content versus just like passively flipping through it. Yes. Now, one big part of this is putting in our product links. So this means that we are in Instagram because Instagram stories is the only place where we can put in our specific product links. If you go to Facebook stories, it's not going to give you the same sticker options. Okay, so that is important. Connect your Instagram and Facebook accounts. When I do this, sometimes I'll post to my business Facebook and Instagram, and also sometimes to my personal Facebook and Instagram, right? But make sure they're all connected. And then you'll go to Instagram, you'll click on that little plus button and you'll choose story and you'll put your content in there. Now I'm going to play a video so that you can see it in real life of where I'm clicking, but this is really important for how do you post your content and put a link or other sticker in that content so that people can interact with it. So I will play the video and just let me know if you have questions in the chat.
When I am adding content to my stories in Instagram, I like to add stickers so that people can either access a direct product link from my stories or interact and tell me what they think, answer questions, etc. So what I do is I just click on this little sticker option in the menu and then I get lots of options. Remember to do this from Instagram and have it post to Instagram and Facebook stories, just because this is the place where you have more options, such as the specific product link. So I'm going to click on link. And then I go to my website. Remember, if it's a product that's right on your personal website, you can get the link from this little icon and copy it to your clipboard and bring it over. If you are working with a newer product or a set or something that's not necessarily already loaded onto your personal website, then you can always go to your shopping site, right, and get the longer URL from there. Just select the whole thing, copy it, and you can paste that as well. Give it a name like Shop Now or Learn More, and then you will be able to move that. You can resize it, move it around. You can tap on it to change its format. And then you can post it. And when people go back to when people access your story from Instagram or Facebook, they can click on that link and go right to that address.
Okay, so hopefully that is clear and easy. Again, just make sure you're grabbing a correct product link, whether from your personal website, getting the little link icon, or if you go to your shopping website and get the URL from the top, just kind of test out that link as well. Once I post this, I always go to my story and click on my link sticker and make sure it's actually taking people where I want it to. And if it doesn't, it's okay. We can try it again. But if you're following those steps, it's super easy and it makes people, if they make the decision like, I really want to have that immune boost in my bath, tomorrow, I can click and go there right away. Yes? Okay, any questions? Go ahead and put them in the chat. Otherwise, we will continue. Okay. Oops.
When I am adding
there. Oh, and just a reminder, if you want to catch up on some other tech tips or other webinars or company wellness events that you have missed in the past, remember that we do have the YouTube channel, that Training USA. You can search it on YouTube and follow so that all of our webinars that we do in English will be posted here and you can catch the replay. Hopefully your leader or someone is also getting that YouTube link to send directly to you every week so that you can stay on top of that. Okay. Okay, and then that brings us to our call to action for this week. Our call to action is kind of special. Now I know Cesar was not able to connect to talk about it, so I can share. But we're doing a special incentive this week for wrapping up January and starting February strong for consultants. And this is going to exclude leaders. This is for consultants. We have a special incentive for consultants that we want you to be able to sell. Set a goal for yourself. 300 by this Friday, or sell 600 by this Friday. There will be 2 different categories. And when you reach that goal in your personal sales, you need to send a message to Cesar and let him know. Okay, so this is not going to be automatic. You have to set that goal for yourself, whether it's going to be 300 or 600 in personal sales between today and Friday. Okay, when you reach that goal, message Cesar so he can look and confirm. And then he's going to be providing an extra incentive for us. And he will talk about that when he actually draws for it. But there's going to be an extra incentive for those of us who reach that goal. Okay, so that's one big job to do. Make yourself a reminder on Friday, check personal sales and notify Cesar. Okay. Also, make sure that since January is wrapping up today and tomorrow, make sure that you are sharing offers that end tomorrow with your customers. Personal is better and in your customer groups is fine, but make sure that you're letting them know, especially if you know someone has a specific need for them. Hey, I remember that the last time we talked, you mentioned this. Did you know that it's also on 25% off ending tomorrow? Try to make it personal so that they know that you understand their needs and have been remembering your chats with them. And also start conversations already about people hosting spas in February. For example, I have a free full moon diffuser that I won in a drawing, right? So I have a full moon diffuser and I'm going to talk to some friends today at my daughter's tap class. I'm just going to say, hey, I'm doing this cool thing for my first person to sign up for a spa in February where they're going to get a free full moon diffuser plus all their other host rewards. Are you interested in trying it, right? And this is a person I have been talking about essential oils with for months, right? But I'm hoping it's time, right? We play the long game and the short game, and I'm going to provide that extra incentive to start that now so that I'm not starting that conversation mid-February and then it feels really rushed, right? So start that now, and we want to wrap up strong and start strong in the next month. Okay, so any other questions, go ahead and pop them in the chat. Otherwise, that is our main content for this week. Thank you so much, those of you who are able to join us. And I'll go through a few other announcements that we have for this week.